It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Florida Gators. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Horned Frogs will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose. We brought down at the 24. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Wants to throw on first down. He's got an open man. He's loose. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Apparently, line number 1 on the game plan, attack now, immediately.
And this quarterback, he smelt it. He knew he had an opportunity. This is a guy who loves taking shots any chance he has. You saw it on that first play of the game.
To the air on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They've generated some momentum with excellent performances in Big Ten play, and you can see them growing game by game.
And that's a big deal, too, in the new-look Big Ten Conference. Back in the day when there were divisions, you know, it was a toss-up every year who was going to win the Big Ten West. That was the easier division. But now, it's just who are the best 2 teams out of all these teams, all these quality teams. So it's impressive that this team, David, has put themselves in position to play for the championship.
You ain't lying, especially in this.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The give to the lone running back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Going to swing it on second down. Using the quick game. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Quick strike complete. There he goes. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
The Horned Frogs look to keep this drive humming. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. Tough, physical, hard-nosed running, gets it to the 34.
Let's not complicate this. My man is better than your man. Find your matchups and go get them.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
This crowd bringing the energy and and noise early. Looking downfield on first down. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
I'm impressed with this defense, man, because that QB is lightning fast. You see how fast that defender was able to get to him and force the incompletion? Wow.
Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Got it, looking for a first. Turning it on! Lowers those pads. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
The Gators, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Gonna run it. It's Mitchell. He's gonna lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
And the Gators with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. He's got it down the middle. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
Looking to throw on first down. It's complete on the right side. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll ride the hot hand. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Gator! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Got the quick completion. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And here comes the offense on second down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the grab on the left. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
And the Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him, get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
The Horned Frogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to fire on second down. Throws to the tight end. On target to the left. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
And the Horned Frogs are rolling down the field. To the ground with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And it's knocked away, incomplete on third down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
It's 4th and 8 and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
Now, what a great second effort by the receiver there. Catches the football. He knows he's got to get some yards to get that first down. Nice job understanding that, getting to the sticks and getting the first down.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Extending the play. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll leave it with him. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got his man on the right. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
So nice when you're an offense and you get in these 3rd and shorts and you know the defense has to be aggressive, has to commit guys up front, especially in the red zone area. Nice job by this offense, slipping in the pass, getting rid of the football, setting up a 1st and goal.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a really big moment in this game.
After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Looking to fire. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you've got receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
Extra point here will give them the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Here's the handoff. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
This guy's got a lot of tools in his toolbox toting the rock, man. He showed you right there. And when I think back to Florida running backs, Emmitt Smith, all-time great. But a guy I played with in Gainesville, Fred Taylor. He was so big, but so fast for a guy his size. He just caused so many problems for the defenses we face. And I think in the SEC today, you've got to be able to run the football if you're going to win games. And this guy right here, he's going to give the Gators a chance.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Makes the grab over the middle. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on 1st down.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Using his feet to buy time. Fires on the move. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the 1st down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Georgia looked dominant on the way to victory today. That offense had 0 problem putting up points, and the defense almost resembled the days of Nolan Smith, Jalen Carter, and Nakobe Dean. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the right. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Florida! The defense putting points on the board. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. Leaves it with the running back. Fighting off the defender. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And it wasn't lack of effort by the running back. He was trying. You could tell he fought one guy off, but another guy in his face right away, just trying to do something. The offensive line needs to do a better job keeping some guys off this guy. Come on, man. Take care of your running back.
He's got it. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Looking downfield. And wings it incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of
Going to take a shot. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 40.
And what a great job by the defense getting the turnover, but also giving their team an opportunity to kick a field goal here now with just seconds to go in the half.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. Splits the uprights, it's good. And now the lead's extended a little further. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Gators will boot it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 20. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running. Breaks into the open. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Quickly out to the tight end. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line, they'll have it 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
The Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Trying to barrel in. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Trying to bow his way in. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. They'll give it to the back. Finds Zach Priest, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. back up 3-4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
Well, that's one that DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Reels it in down the left side. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the 3rd quarter.
And the Gators are marching down the field. They go to the ground. There he goes. Got the first down and still on his feet. Touchdown, Gator! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 15 duel. Let's get right to it. Notre Dame is trailing right now, but they are not out of this. I remember Rocket Ismail wake up the echoes all by himself. Let's see if this group can come back. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Baylor. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Now the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Gator fans love to see their teams light up the scoreboard, but they'll take the defense bringing the heat too.
And I think that was a staple, Reese. Back in the day, you had great offenses for Florida, but the teams that really had the most success and that reached the highest mountaintops, they had great defense to go with it. This defense playing well.
Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. Coming through with that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Out of the gun. The running back has it.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Horned Frogs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking downfield on first down. On the run, still looking. He'll try to do it himself. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. So the final period starts with a second down play. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Nice job by the quarterback and receiver working the curl route. Receiver got his depth, and he fought back to the football, helping make that completion a whole lot easier.
First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. Defense looks like they're coming. Got his man. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Direct snap. Touchdown, TCU! And they take it in for 6 more points. Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive, but the offense a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they could lose this ball game.
So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Snap to the back. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they needed. More work to do, but you had to get this part accomplished first.
Lining up to add another. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake will get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Quickly complete. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and
turning it on! That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
The Gators come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They want that clock to run. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
Here we go.
The pull and throw off the RPO. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Gators are on the move.
22, water.
Leaves it with the back. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Gets open down the middle.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
And the Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Quarterback may change this route. Bully ball on 3rd and short. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. Offense calls a timeout here, critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
The run from the shotgun. The offense pops it up, and they were on the move. And what a break to get that football back. At this juncture, that would have been catastrophe. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
The give to the tailback. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here, as they are ready to snap it in victory formation.